Hello viewers, hello kittens. Time for color acclimation part 2. See Grant and Addie piled up in the corner there. I mean Addie and Jane and Tory. One of these days I'll get their names right. Unlikely, but it could happen. The purpose of this exercise is to get the kittens used to having a collar on them before the scary adoption event, and to make sure it's properly sized. It's a bit warm in here. Warm day, it's going to be a warm weekend. Let's see what the thermostat says. Excuse me, Grant. Thermostat says 80 degrees. At the adoption event, once a kitten has been chosen to be adopted, they have a collar placed on them. So other people looking to adopt kittens will know such and such has already been picked. You should be able to fit at least two fingers underneath the collar, and you should try to pull it over their chin. If it goes over their chin, it's too loose. Addie's is purple. Tori's already asleep. She won't be asleep for long. I put the colors on multiple times just to make sure that they don't loosen up. Grant's collar is blue. It's not warm enough to turn the AC on, but it's close. Cats can handle up to 85 degrees with no problem. Wake up, Tory. Whoever's supposed to adopt them would have been contacted by now, so we have all the primary adopters are currently excited. Tory's is pink, and she gets to take one of the pink tribbles. Seems that she likes the color pink. She's a girl. They definitely taken to it a lot better than they did before. Mama doesn't get one. Only kittens. Earlier, Jimmy was walking around with the tags in his mouth. He had successfully caught it. I took pictures after the collars were put on. Still in the process, still going through them. I'll post them to the Critter Room shortly. If you don't know what the Critter Room is, that's the Facebook page that goes along with the live stream. I call this room the Critter Room. All you have to do is just, if you have a Facebook, you don't even have to have a Facebook account. Just go out there and do a search for the Critter Room, or Google the Critter Room, and I believe it's the first link. If not, it's one of the first. It looks like if you were expecting hijinks and hilarity, you may have been disappointed. They're kind of still tired too. Let's wake them up. It's good to play with them when they got the collars on, so they get used to. So they realize, hey, I can play with this thing, and Jimmy's got it. You had it, you lost it. The boys seem to be adjusting to the collars a lot quicker than the girls. Jimmy used to jump pretty high after this when I was going up and down like this, but he realized that every time he jumped, he'd jump right over the stick because I would bring it down. So he kind of like jumps where his hind legs go up, but his hind feet do not. So he can land on it. Come here, Mama. Addie's walking like a prized horse with her gait, with the collar on. You cute little marshmallow, you. And there goes Addie, going to Mama. Mama, get this thing off of me, please. Incoming, Mama. Jamie, you're in her way. Clear the landing zone. Hello. Clap, 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 clap. They'll be leaving in a little over 12 hours for their adoption event. And their last day will be posted on the live stream page. Close to the full 24 hours. Livestream had a reset on their side, so it'll be in 2 parts. if whatever I said about the kittens potentially going to such and such or together, disregard that. Things happened, things changed. It's likely each kitten will have their own adopted parent with a, that. The only thing I know with fair amount of certainty is that you will get updates on at least one of these kittens. Hello, Mama. Tomorrow's the day you can be a kitten again. You won't have to worry about taking care of any kittens. She's a very loving cat. When I got her, I would lay down on the floor and she'd be boom, right on my chest. She is a happy drooler. Actually, I think the words I used was a happy spigot. So if you don't like getting drooled on, she might not be the right cat for you. But she is an awesome cat. Very few cats that can walk by and I just go, boom, drop them on my lap and they stay. Want to give an example, Mom? She wants to lay on this. Here, let me kick him off for you. Oh, I didn't want to come down yet. Okay, eviction time. There you go. Oh, I kicked him off for you. Goofball. And if you were excited about Addie and Grant being adopted together, and now that they most likely will not be, don't be upset. It's just more families can enjoy this litter of kittens. And if you're in the Seattle area or even Washington State, and you tried to get one of these kittens and was not successful, come to the event anyway. Things may still happen. We've had no shows. Even, there could be a primary and backup don't show up, in which case they become available for adoption. And there will be at least 20 other kittens at the adoption event. All been through Purrfect Pals foster care system. All just as loving and friendly. Plus and minus based on individual kitten temperaments. Gotcha! They may not be too keen on being held now, but they become really loving. As a general rule, kittens become very loving once they're separated from the mama. And mama's like, spa day. Maybe I should have got one of those for mom too. You can buy these, or I got these at Pet Pros, and I hear that they're also available on Amazon.com. Leave mama's tail alone, you white marshmallow monster. I start calling you Stay Puff. And there goes Eddie. Here, you lost it. There it is. It's twisted behind him. And these are breakaway collars. And they don't have to keep the colors on after they get adopted. That's entirely up to their whoever adopts them. It's mostly just used for the adoption event and plus to give them their collar with their tags. As a home has a pet link tag, so if they and then which matches their microchip. So if they get lost and turn up at a vet or a shelter, they'll get scanned and have their hopefully their adopter would update their address in the system so they contact them directly. But if not, they'll contact Purrfect Pals, and Purrfect Pals can look up their ID and call the whoever adopted. That's why it's always good to microchip your pets. Even indoor only ones, because sometimes they escape, they get out. I woke up one morning and my front door was sitting wide open. Evidently it wasn't latched and a gust of wind blew it open. All my cats were inside, fortunately. None of them, only one wants to go out the front door, and he probably went out and came back. So, always if possible. Next vet appointment, just ask about microchipping your pet. It's like a size of a grain of rice. Typically is administered right here. In fact, I can feel hers. Sometimes it drifts around in the shoulders and lower back, but if they ever get lost, just a little bit of peace of mind. Caught her with her tongue out. I pet her when she was in mid-lick. Okay. Kissy time. Yeah. Jamie's like, I ain't going over there for kissy time. But he will. He just doesn't realize it yet. Kissy time. You got it. They've gotten so big. It's not my fault you sat on my hand. Looks like Tori's gonna fall asleep right there. Maybe. Nope. She's a cat. She had to prove me wrong. I'm gonna miss you not so much. Yes, I'll miss you too. No kitten shall ever leave my care without an intense love of laser dot. Or hatred, one of the two. Oh yes, their nails have been trimmed, so they don't stick as well. But they make do. Landing on Mama's not the best idea. Now, if you get a laser pin for your own pets, dogs enjoy it too. Make sure that you get one at a pet store. Do not get one at an office store. The differences are the ones at an office store have a much higher intensity to the light and can potentially blind your pets. Ones that are from a pet store are much lower wattage and are safer for their eyes. It's still not a good idea to shine it on into their eyes, but if you get it in their eyes, it won't potentially make them blind. Okay, that's enough for right now. I don't want them to get too hot. It is warm in the room. So, enjoy the kittens. Have a nice evening.